Happy 2024, everyone. I'm Nara Brown with the Nara Brown team at Long Realty. Believe it or not, we're already well into January, but the real estate market numbers for 2023 just came out. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened last year in the real estate market, forecast where we think the market might be headed in 2024. So if you're a buyer or a seller, I say stick around so you can hear my predictions for what's going to happen this year. I know everybody heard last year that the market was just really terrible, and the national news didn't help matters by indicating that everything was sort of doom and gloom in real estate. However, when I'm starting to look at the numbers for last year, it really tells a different story, at least locally here in Tucson. One of the first things I notice when I'm looking at the numbers from last year is that the inventory has actually remained fairly steady. So there's been a slight increase in inventory, but it's been minimal, and that means that actually has helped stabilize the market. When we see a lot of inventory on the market, then that typically is when we're going to see prices drop and we're going to start to see the market slow down. But when the inventory has remained steady over the last year, that's really helped keep the market steady as well. The other thing to note from last year's numbers is that the average sales price actually increased slightly year over year 2022. So that indicates once again that the inventory hasn't dramatically increased, and so that's actually helping keep those average sales price numbers higher than they were the previous year. Now, the biggest difference that we did see in the market last year was that there were fewer homes sold throughout the entire year. So last year we saw homes, there was about just over 13,600 homes that sold. Previous year, we saw 16,500 homes sold. So we did see about a 17% decrease in the number of homes sold. That obviously indicates that there are fewer buyers in the market, which is a result of the fact that interest rates have gone up considerably. So you're going to have some buyers that are now priced out of the market a little bit, or they're waiting on the sidelines to kind of see what happens with the rates. So that definitely did impact the numbers for last year in terms of just the sales being down overall citywide. Many of you know that I do a lot of work in the active adult communities, and so I wanted to pull some numbers specifically in some of the active adult communities just to take a look at what's happening in the market in those areas. And it's interesting because if you pull up Saddlebrook as an example, which is the largest active adult community, right now we're showing 4 months worth of inventory. So that means it actually is still very much a seller's market. It's a neutral market when we get to about 6 months worth of inventory. So although the inventory in Saddlebrook has steadily been increasing over the last month, I think as of right today, we've got 88 homes on the market. We're still selling about 22 homes a month, so it is still very much a seller's market. Same holds true if you look at Sun City, Oro Valley. That actually only has 1.1 months worth of inventory. So currently there's 12 active homes on the market, but that is also very much a seller's market. So if you were considering putting your home on the market, it would still be a great time to do that because there's only 12 homes active, very little inventory to choose from, and it's really helping keep those prices steady in that neighborhood. Same holds true if you look at Oro Valley as a whole and the Catalina foothills. Those are also still both considered sellers markets with under 6 months worth of inventory. The one that has shifted slightly is Dove Mountain. However, in Dove Mountain, they don't necessarily pull out just the active adult communities because I still think if I were to pull those numbers, they would still look like a seller's market. But if you take Dove Mountain as a whole, it has shifted to be more of a buyer's market as there is now 7.5 months worth of inventory. So a little bit of a slowdown in the market there. The inventory has gone up a little bit and fewer sales. So that really is the only neighborhood where we're kind of seeing a shift in the market, but otherwise it really has remained a seller's market in a lot of the communities that we work in. So what does this mean for 2024? Well, I don't think the real estate market is going to fall off a cliff. I think actually the market in Tucson is going to remain very steady. So all indications are that the market actually might be a really solid, strong market this year simply because We anticipate the interest rates to drop. The Fed is saying that they're going to drop interest rates. It's no longer a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And I think as soon as we start to see those mortgage rates drop down a little bit, we're going to see a new influx of buyers jumping into the market. Stock market is at an all-time high. So I think especially in these retirement communities, that's something that spurs buyers to feel confident and jump into the market. If you're a seller, I think it's a great time to be in the market as well, simply because we aren't seeing the prices drop. We really are seeing the prices remain steady. And actually, if you look at the numbers, the average sales prices are still going up, slightly going up year over year. So we anticipate that same thing to show this year. So I think as a seller, it's still a great time because there really is still low inventory and relatively good demand. And I still think that overall in 2024, we're going to see a great market. So I feel really confident in Tucson's market remaining steady for this year. I hope you found this information helpful. My advice is if you are going to do anything in real estate, call me. I'm here to help you and be your real estate resource. You can reach me anytime at 520-390-6000, or you can email me at nara@soldtucson.com. I'd love to help you.